everybody, we back again with another video. Today I want to talk about what's been going on for the past few weeks. I had to take my truck over to a different company because I went to this one company, giving them the benefit of the doubt. They told me that I was going to be the only operator there. Cool. But think about this. What I see and what I experience when it comes to these companies, right? Like I said before, you never know what you're going to get into until you actually get your foot in the door. All these companies can talk a good game when you're talking to the recruiters and stuff like that. They all say pretty much the same thing just to get you over there. I did give them the benefit of the doubt. I think the company, for me at the moment, you know, with just getting in the truck and stuff like that, you really don't have the time to sit and wait around to see if they're going to figure it out or get it together. And by them coming over from the West Coast, like they said, or so they say, and they're starting to try to get established over here on the east side because we have a lot of port work going on, you could tell a lot by a company by their paperwork process, by how they get you, you know, added on or hired on. You can tell a lot about a company because, like, when I went to Western Express, you know, Western Express been around for a long time, and then their process was so screwed up, you can kind of tell. But I always, for some reason, gave it the benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, once I get rolling, all I need is load. So once you know, like, my mentality is like, once I know the percentage or know what I'm getting paid, so long they got freight to keep me moving, I ain't worrying about none of the back office stuff, you know. But that can trickle down. It can trickle down into how they get paid, how they pay you, whether they pay you on time, whether they miss stuff on your paycheck. So, you know, when you're dealing with a company and you going for orientation and their paperwork process isn't really all that together, then that might trickle down into some other things. Second, I want to talk about, you know, I've always talked about too, going to smaller companies versus dealing with bigger companies. Now, if a company too small, the situations that you will run into is things like, you know, comm data cards and stuff like that. Like, if you need assistance with your truck, if you're out there with their freight, do they have the ability to get you towed, or do they have the ability to, you know, help you out with your truck if you need repairs as far as payroll deductions and stuff like that? Like, for example, you take your truck to the shop, you know, are they able to cover your bill for you and payroll deduct it? Or are you going to have to flip that whole bill out of your own pocket? Going to a company that's a little bit more established, you have some of those benefits, and that's what, you know, I think you really would need, especially if you're going to be starting out with a truck and leasing it onto a company. You need to have some type of assurance, some type of, you know, leeway, or some type of backup plan. You know, like, if you don't have the cash or capital right up front to get the truck repaired, is the company capable of, you know, getting your truck taken care of for you and, you know, payroll deducting you? So that's another thing that you want to look into when you're dealing with, you know, leasing your truck onto these companies and stuff like that. You need to get with somebody that's going to be able to help out if you need it, because you want to make sure you have every avenues covered to keep the truck rolling and try to eliminate as much downtime as possible. So with this particular company, you know, they got all the comm data stuff set up. Of course, if you get in fuel, you can get, you know, advances and stuff like that if you need it. You can also, like, if your truck goes down, it gets towed, it gets repaired, you know, payroll deductions if you need it. Those are the type of things you're gonna need, like, because, like, let's say you don't want to come out of pocket and it's a $500 or $600 repair. You know, you got money already stacked up, and you say, well, you know what, I can run, you know, I'm gonna make, you know, this amount of money this week, I'm gonna just have them payroll deducted. You can have the company take it out, and then that way you don't have to worry about going into your savings and stuff like that to cover the bill. So that's definitely a plus when you're looking into these particular companies. I do want to answer some of you guys' emails. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm going to respond to you guys since I have a little time. I'm actually here in Charleston, you know, waiting to get unloaded. This particular container is a live unload, so I have a little bit of time to get to some of you guys' emails and put this video out for you guys. So we did go ahead and make a transition, and we've been running over here, and I've been busy, been pretty busy. The port been busy, so, you know, we doing good. We haven't lost anything, of course, but a little bit of time. Now, with that being said too, you know, if you have your own truck, you know, it costs time to, you know, put in applications and all that stuff and get your truck leased onto a different company and all this other different stuff. But we over here now, and you know, we're gonna see how it goes. So all this is just, I want to be somewhere to run consistently and have the opportunity to just run worry-free, and then take care of little things here and there, but to just go ahead and run, to build up you know, the capital and the space and the leeway and the comfortability that I need to make that next step. I just thought I would let you guys know that, because I got an email. Somebody was asking me how did I like the company that I'm at. I'm no longer there. This other company that I'm here with now, I like them. Everybody's nice. The paperwork process was cool. It was smooth, and everything was handled over the phone. They didn't hit me with no back-end tests, road tests, and none of that. I did everything pretty much online as far as the little modules they wanted me to complete, which was short. I did it from home, and then, you know, I came into the office and I was rolling that same day. So very, very smooth transition over here, and that's what I wanted to go with. So we're gonna take a look at an email real quick from Mr. Verdell. He said, "What's up, man? I checked out your videos. I'm entering a paid training for Swift. Thinking about doing maintenance lease program eventually. What would you advise, or how can I get the $50 deal?" Now, the $50 deal, that was with Rosedale Transportation. Like I was telling you guys, when I was leased under them, only thing they charged me was $50 for my insurance. So if you got your own truck, that's all you would pay for is insurance. Now, if you have their truck, or you're leasing their truck, then your monthly payment would be whatever their lease payment is on that particular truck. But you want to talk to Rosedale Transportation, you can look them up, and that's who I know that has that particular deal. So if you're worried about deductions, that's another thing too. Make sure you check out the deductions with these companies if you're taking your own truck, because that can play a big part into how much they're going to be taking out for unnecessary stuff on your settlement. So Rosedale Transportation, I know they're hiring for sure. You can check them out. Andre, good morning. I seen your YouTube video and liked your content. I'm a company driver hauling dry van everywhere east of I-35. I'm ready to make the transition from company driver to owner op, and would like your advice on direction I should go. I would be willing to compensate you as well. Looking forward to hearing from you. Well, Andre, you don't have to compensate me, man. If I got the answers, or if I've experienced it, I'll let you know. What I suggest is, like, if you're running with a company, if they got good freights and you already know their lane, see if they got a good lease program for you. If you don't have the money to go out and buy your own truck, or have the financial stability to go to a bank and get a loan and get a truck and stuff like that, leasing is not a bad option. Leasing, it is what it is. Just like how you rent an apartment, you use the truck, you make money with it, and then you give it back. They cover all the problems and expenses if something drastically happened with the truck, and then it's kind of like a worry-free mind thing. When I had a walk-away lease, I always had that peace of mind knowing that if something happened to the truck that was catastrophic, I could give it back and I can walk away from it. So that's the flexibility you have with a lease. And check out the deductions, because that's what is going to be the biggest thing when you're leasing from a company. All the deductions that they take out. If the deductions is to where that you can get the deductions out and run and make good money, then do the lease and then build up yourself and put yourself in position to buy your own truck. So that's my advice to that. Javon, he says, "Sup, brother? I was watching your YouTube videos and was wondering if your company is hiring, and if so, do they run Hot Shots?" I'm not sure what Hot Shot is, but the company, everybody, they always hiring. Every company always hiring. And I'm not going to recommend a company unless I've been running with them for at least 8 months or so, and I feel like it would be a good fit for somebody. Because a lot of times these companies is trial and error, and I wouldn't want to big up a company and say they this and they that, and I don't really know them like that. You see what I'm saying? So I can't tell you. Only thing that I could tell you is that these companies, they're always hiring. Everybody is hiring. I never called one truck company and they said, you know, we're not hiring right now. So if you want information on where I'm at now, then when I email you back, let me know if you see this video. But I'm going to email everybody that I'm talking about, that I'm responding to your emails. I hope you see the video, but if you're not, I'm most certainly going to email you back very soon, later on today. Last one is from Ron. He said, "Hey brother, this Ron, how you like your new job?" And like I said, I had to switch over from the people that I was just at. They was just a brand new to the area company, and then, you know, it just wasn't working out as far as what I needed to do as far as helping me get to the next level, because this is just another step. And unfortunately, they wasn't the step that I needed to get to where I'm trying to go. So I had to, you know, switch up on that. So thank you guys as always for watching my videos. What I'm going to be doing is, a lot of people also ask me questions about how I bought my truck, and this is going to be mainly for people that's newer getting into trucking, not so much the gurus, because you guys already know and have all the answers to everything. But what I do know is that, like, once you're first getting into trucking, what I'm going to talk about in the next video coming up, so you guys stay tuned for this, is that, you know, how to put yourself in position, because really the magic number is 2 years. Pretty much everybody requires 2 years of experience. That's because, you know, insurance, whoever their insurance is through, they want at least 2 years of driving experience. That's why a lot of companies that you go to or try to get a job with say, hey, you need 2 years experience. So 2 years is kind of like the majority number that everybody would kind of like take you on at. So if you're just getting into trucking, what you need to be doing from the time you start until that 2 year time frame come, to kind of like put yourself into position to buy your own truck or lease your own truck, if that's your main goal. Because some people just get into it, be a company driver, and they're content with that. That's fine. But if you're getting into it, want to make sure you get your own truck and do the whole owner operator or independent operator thing, then I would let you know what I did and what I've experienced to put myself in position to buy a truck, you know, from Freightliner or whatever, or lease a truck from companies. Because it really doesn't matter your credit score when you're leasing from a particular companies or some of these companies that you're on with. But if you're looking to buy a truck, there's some things that you need to do to make sure that you can kind of put yourself in position to do that. So hope this video was helpful. Thank you guys as always. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, I'm gonna see you in the next video.